Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This is a small victory and worth celebrating, but a greater threat still looms over us.
Of course. I may be getting too far ahead of myself. Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
Despite his setback, do not consider Dracula defeated. He has survived centuries for a reason. It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius' serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed to be right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
Thanks for coming out to meet me.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Ask away.
Why are you being so nice to me? I mean, I was your mortal enemy at some point, and I was the one who... you know, with Agatha. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to warm up to me.
We all make mistakes, Wanda. And we all deserve a chance to make up for them.
Well, I've made some pretty big ones. Some would say unforgivable, even. Not sure if you noticed, but everyone seems to be afraid of me around here. Everyone except for you, that is.
That is not true. Nico and Magic are not afraid of you. And neither are Robbie or Blade, for that matter.
Yeah, they are. They just don't want to hurt my feelings by showing it. Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for not hating me. Or something along those lines. I'm glad you're here.
You too, Wanda.
Hunter, a word?
I'm listening.
I wanted to apologize. I'm afraid I came off a bit cold when we last spoke.
As I said before, it is all right. I do not expect you to warm up to me right away.
If we want to kick the temperature up in here, all I need to do is think of good thoughts.
You are speaking literally?
Yes, but that conversation is for another time.
I see you are still hesitant in sharing parts of yourself.
I'm not trying to keep secrets, but I don't want to alarm anyone.
Why would it be alarming?
Hypothetically speaking, how would you feel if others learned that you could cause a hurricane if you became too upset?
Afraid, if I am being honest.
People might view you in a new light. The last thing I want is for my team to think I am incapable of keeping things under wraps.
Do you think they are frightened of you?
No. I've had many years to keep myself stable. Let's leave it at that. I go into detail, but...
You do not trust me yet.
Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure we'll get there.
Is this another movie night? And if so, where is Nico?
It's not an official movie night. It's more of my way of saying thank you for being a friend. I didn't have many growing up. Wasn't exactly the popular kid, if you know what I mean.
Well, you are popular now.
Not really.
Oh, come on. Nico and Magic would die for you. I mean, they almost did.
They are the first real friends I ever made.
What do you millennials say? Best friends forever?
Don't know if you've noticed, but we're pretty goth. We don't do cutesy stuff like BFF bracelets. We have a blood pact.
That is very clear.
In Transia, it was just me and my brother Pietro for a long while. We wandered from village to village, begging, doing odd jobs, scrounging by any way we could.
That sounds impossibly hard.
We survived. It's why we had to. That was the hardest part.
Oh?
When I was a child, Transia was very poor. Our parents could find no work. One day, my father stole bread to feed us. A mob chased him into our neighborhood. I was terrified for him. I told them to stop, and half of them turned to stone. I didn't mean to. I didn't understand my powers or how to use them, but I got scared, and people died. But the worst of it, Father pointed at me and cried out, "Witch." And then he was part of the mob, and they were after me. Pietro grabbed me and ran, faster than any person can run. We realized we could never go back. We were different, and had to look out for ourselves.
I am so sorry. That must have been terrifying.
I thought I was going to be hanged or burned alive for the longest time. And for a while, I thought I deserved it.
Oh, Wanda.
I felt like my life was cursed with misfortune, heartache, and pain ever since. It wasn't until recently that I began to feel that curse lift.
What changed?
You. I met you, and you saved me. So, thank you for being a friend. Didn't know how much I needed one like you.